Hey, what's going on? Brad Tragick here once again. Uh, Dang, the camera, the webcam looks amazing today. Not freeze framing or anything. Um, a lot of things going on. All right, so let's get everything straight with the whole Brad Tragick world before I go into talking about any topics at all, which I'm not even sure what I'm going to talk about yet. So let's go ahead and start with the topic. Okay, so there was a whole share it all thing I was trying to do. I actually made a whole other YouTube channel, but I actually deleted it. I'm done with it. It's just too big of a hassle. I went through all this trouble to try and make like share it all media, like emails and all this other stuff, and basically it's what I want to do, but I just don't have a name for it, and I don't have something that I'm comfortable with going with. So basically, I'm just going to use the Brad Tragic name to do everything. So my whole goal is to spread music. Um, that's what I want to do. So if you love music, if you're an open mind like me, open book, if you like Marilyn Manson, if you like Cottonmouth Kings, if you like uh, what would be the other aspect? If you like DMX, I mean, if you're one of those guys who could sit there and listen to anything, Brad Tragick is the guy for you to, sit down and watch him, watch his videos because I really do like every type of music. I mean, if I like it, I like it. If I don't like it, I tell you I don't like it. But somebody out there might. There's a band called Killswitch Engage. I'm not really a big fan of, but they're huge in the metal community. Iron Maiden is huge in the metal community. I'm just not a big fan of them. There's other bands that people don't like. Local bands that I am huge into. A band from Greensburg, Indiana. I love Thorn for Memory. I love them to death. Um, I will stand by them and I will continue to support them. Through their trying to get up there in the big leagues. Um, there's other local bands, that need to be helped, pushed into the mainstream, or just to get them going, to make some money and get out of the towns that they're in, and make them get successful, in the business world. Um, I like movies. I watch movies all the time. I'm a movie fanatic. I don't buy a lot of movies. The whole thing behind that is, and when I get the my video library, which is a very minimal video library right now. Um, when I do get that upload, you'll notice that I don't buy things just to buy things. I buy things because I like a movie. Like I had to actually have a genuine interest in the movie for me, like to go, not to go out and buy it. I mean, there's movies like Shallow Hal, and uh, movies like that I'm not really gonna go buy because I'm not a huge fan of them. But I'll watch them if they come on TV, or if I wouldn't even buy them if I saw them for like $1. I mean, that's the kind of thing that I'm not just gonna go out and buy. Like if I seen like Pitch Black or um, Chronicles of Riddick or things like that. I mean, I'm a fan of those movies. I would definitely buy those if I seen them for like $1 or two. DVD, Blu-ray for 5 or something like that. Blu-ray for 7. Um, I would definitely buy it, but I mean, there's a certain thing for the movies. Like I have to be able to buy it. So we covered music, we covered movies. I'm a media nut. Now here's the topics that people might not, everybody might not want to hear about, and that is professional wrestling. I am a fan of professional wrestling. I will talk about professional wrestling on the channel. You know what the topic is going to say. Crazy Wrestling Review is what I've called it. I've called it Wrestling Talk. I'll call everything. I haven't really spun down a name, so if you're watching this video and you want to help me give me a name for it, there you go. Big fan of Off the Rope Show. Big fan of the Trio O Show. Those are really the only two guys I watch. I tried to watch a few other people. I'm just not a fan of them. Um, those are the two guys. Those are the two people I usually watch for the wrestling updates. There's a few people I've tried out, just to see, but those are the main people I watch. I mean, I watch wrestling very, very, or if I don't watch it, I keep tabs on it. Like I said, there's been certain years that I've kind of lost contact with the wrestling world, and I want to go back and try and get those pay-per-views and watch them, and kind of I don't know, some way to just go back and try and collect those memories I didn't see. The whole Nexus thing, like I totally missed that entire thing. I caught the end of it. when they had already broken up, and there was, and I didn't even really watch SmackDown that time. So then I completely didn't even see that about I'm completely blanking on her name. The little faction that started with a C in SmackDown. I have no idea. Ezekiel was in it, and I think Wade Barrett might have been in it. I don't know. Anyway, I totally miss like some parts of the wrestling, but I do watch wrestling. I try to watch WWE. I watch WWE guaranteed, but TNA is kind of hard sometimes because sometimes I just don't feel like watching them because sometimes they're so horrible that it's just hard to watch. I mean that's pretty bad. That's like it's almost like WCW, like back like right near the end. It's like, man, I tried to watch so hard, but it was so bad. It's like it's really hard to watch that stuff when it's that horrible. It's just like a really bad independent. You watch on TV, you're just like, oh my god, do I have to finish this? You know, there you go. In ROH, different strokes for different folks, people, and ROH just is not mine. Um, I tried to watch it, and it's like I would have to be in like the indie mood. I think like I would have to be in that kind of mode to want to sit down and watch it. And I would DVR it, and I had like 5 or 6, 7 programs DVR'd on my on my DirecTV unit, and I'm just like. It's like I'm not watching. My wife's yelling at me because I'm taking up storage and stuff, and it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna delete them because I'm not gonna watch them. I get through half of it, and it's just like, seriously, there was like 2 matches on one of the shows, and it's like it was an hour long. It's like I understand professional wrestling. I understand they want to be the wrestling promotion, but come on. Come on, seriously. Nobody in their right mind in this day and age is going to want to watch a 30-minute match between 2 guys they barely know. I mean, once this promotion gets off the ground and, things like that, as a mainstream, people might be into it. But I mean, I know there's a huge following for it, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like guys that we love and know in WWE, they could do an Iron Man match or something like that, but just to have a match that's 30 minutes long, and I don't know. It's hard to give my opinion on ROH fully, but whatever. I'm just basically telling I like professional wrestling. So if you're not a fan of professional wrestling, if you see Crazy Wrestling Review is what I've been calling it lately, there you go. Just don't watch it because if you're not gonna like it, if you don't like wrestling, so there you go. And I do go off on a rant, a tangent. I talk about what's happened in the past and what's happened in the future, and I'd say, well, this should have happened. Here's my idea. This should have happened. So I like to go off on a spiel. So this is basically the preview thing about what's going to go on in Brad Tragick from now on. I've been throwing around some other ideas for different ones. Of course, 14 bands. I'm going to continue to do that. I love 14 bands. I actually did a 30 bands. Was the last 14 bands I put on there, put on the channel. So definitely go back and check that out if you haven't checked it out. I did. I know there was like 30 bands. I hadn't done one in a long while, and if anybody was watching and was waiting for the 14 bands, I felt sorry. So I did do that. I had them on the computer for the longest time, so I decided to go ahead and make it a 30 bands list. Any other ideas? I'm thinking about like a news one. I don't really know. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna make like certain TV show reviews because that'd just be dumb. Um, I don't know. Like, I don't really know like what to do a review on. Uh, I'm not really sure. Now, I'm not really a sports fanatic, like to tell you, because I would sound really stupid if I talked about sports. Trust me. I like basketball and things like that, but whatever. I mean, I think I did like a prediction video for NCAA, but I really don't even follow basketball that well. I like to get into the NCAA madness and try and do a tournament and see if I can do it with me not knowing that much about basketball. But I really don't know what channel, what other topics I would do on for the channel. Basically, movies, if I can talk, movies, music, and pro wrestling. There may be some other topics, I will discuss at times. I know I did the Voice review, just because it's big for me. I will do those reviews when it comes on next year again. Um, and by the way, congratulations to Jermaine Paul. There we go, Jermaine Paul. And let me say, I predicted that because I said I want Juliet to win, but I just have a back thought that Jermaine was going to win, and I kept telling my wife that too. Um, so there you go. Um, so there you go. I don't really know what to talk about. If you guys want different topics on the show, let me know. I would do a Q&A once I get more subscribers. I'll do a Q&A. I would love to do a Q&A. I love sitting down there watching. I don't care what kind of Q&A it is. If somebody's asking somebody's questions, I like to watch it on YouTube. So I would love to do one where people just ask me random questions about anything. I'll answer. So and any comments about my teeth, suck it. All right. I just ignore them. So whatever. I have bad teeth. I'm getting ready to get them worked on here shortly. So soon they will not look like this. Very, very bad. Yeah, good thing it's not like close up for the camera up there. But yeah. So there you go. This has been basically a Brad Tragick update of what's going to happen. The website is going to continue to be under construction, and I'll hopefully get that under wraps. It doesn't look that bad right now, though. You can go there and do whatever you want. I still got the whole blog set up for every single topic, so you can go on there. And actually, I believe you can still post. I believe, or I'm posting stuff. That's what it is. So I'll eventually start doing the 3 things. I know I did do a movie review thing this week. I believe. I don't think that's the one I didn't upload. Go back and check. I'll go back and check. I think I did upload that though. I was talking about the wrong turns 1 through 4, basically, except for 2, which I kind of bypassed in my trilogy thing. Anyway, and I talked about some other movies. I did a tour of the media library, my little small media library, probably like 30 DVDs. So I did a little bit like that. Yeah, 4 Blu-rays. Bad. Anyway, I'll get it uploaded. It's like, I don't know. I'll have to look at it. I might upload it all. This is the second one I've done, and it looked shitty, and I didn't upload the other ones. So there you go. So there you go. Check out the website, bradtragick.weebly.com. Hope you like the channel. Anything you think would improve the channel, let me know. I do have a camcorder. I just think it's faster just to jump on here and do this. But in the future, this will basically be like an audio show. And I've talked about this before. But every once in a while, I'll jump on here when I get a chance and actually do a show like this. So it'll be a big surprise, I guess, when I do it. So, and I won't know either. So, but I'll try and upload it, or I'll try and record it and put it. I mean, you might get like earlier episodes of like a show, but you'll get it before it's usually on. So I won't do it like later or anything. But I'm trying to decide the days and everything. But basically, if you want more content, let me know what you would like to put on the channel. Brad Tragick is always open for anything. If you know people that want to do Q&A and they want a channel to do Q&As, there you go. I'm a fountain of knowledge, professional wrestling. There's some guys out there that I question their knowledge because they don't answer the questions like totally correct and everything. I'm not going to say anything because I love these guys and I watch them all the time, but I do question their knowledge sometimes of professional wrestling because I know a lot. I mean, I'm 30 years old, and it's like I have gone back and watched a lot of pay-per-views. I know a lot of history, WCW, ECW. ECW I might be a little shaky on, but WCW and WWF, WWE, I know a lot of history from that, and there's a little bit of other like side knowledge I know. So I don't know, like some of the questions that they did get asked, they're like, they always go back to like the early '90s or late '80s. And it's like, do they not know any of the other like periods in wrestling because they leave out a lot of stuff that they could have said. It's like. Whatever. If you're interested in doing a Q&A, get some more subscribers to my channel, first of all, and definitely would be willing to do that. So, there you go. Thank you. Continue to watch Brad Tragick. See you later, folks.